Alrighty, howdy, welcome back to episode 38 of the Seablock series. As you remember last time, we made blue circuits, and these guys are slowly but surely going at it. So yeah, in this episode, what we're going to be working on is making all the other sciences. So currently our plan is to make an eighth of purple, or 1/8 per second of these guys, purple and pink. Oh wait, whoops, not there. And then I would like to do just one of each of these per second. But we'll have to see how much that costs. Yeah, so already right now I can tell we don't have enough to do 1 per second of blue. So maybe what we do is an 1/8 per second of everything. That seems like it would be easiest. So yeah, I guess that's what we'll get started with, is an 1/8 of each per second. So let's get all these guys into hell mode, and then lastly, military. Yes, there we go. Alright, now 0.125. Right, there we go. That should be good. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. We'll yoink this carbon whenever we're trying to make military science, but for now, I think we can just get started with red and go up, right? So we're just gonna do something like this. Whoops, like this. Go here. Okay. So this is for red science here. So let's get this guy like that, and this guy like that. Red science. Okay. Okay, there we go, and then copper will go like this. We'll go like that, sorry. And there we go. Okay, and then we'll go like that. Alright, cool. And that should be enough. So this is now our red science. Completed. Excellent. Okay. Easy enough, right? Okay. Cool. Let's see. This one. Alright, so we need to start out by making that. Okay. Yeah, so there, later on, like for blue science, there's going to be things we need to make. Pink science actually is fine. We don't need to make anything for that. And then for purple science, we'll have to make these two gases, or well, gas and liquid. But yeah, also paper, that's something new we'll have to make for that. But we have everything to make this guy except for the lubricant. So yeah, we make up to the military science right now with just what we have on the belt. So that's our plan, is to do that. In fact, let's see, would this work? Almost. So what we want to do is this. Oh wait, no. Is that what we want to do? mean, yeah, but not really. I'm like just barely short on space here for what I want. Actually, I mean, to be fair, this probably works, right? Because we don't need that much. Yeah, we don't need that much. Okay. Okay, so let's work on green science first, but we'll have that ready. Okay, so green science, the two components we start with are Atmos reaction. Okay, so let's get this going here. So we would want this guy here, something here. Yeah, we would want here. Okay, so this would be tinned wire. Oh wait, no, actually wait, we want this to be copper wire. Sorry. Getting things mixed up. So we would have this be copper wire, and then this be tinned wire. Okay, there we go. So now we have tinned wire. Okay. Oh, almost. Forgot we kind of need to do that, don't we? Okay, there we go. So now we have tinned wire. Guessing we just need one crafter for this, right? Yeah, one crafter for this, right? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure. So that it'll get mixed with iron plates. So like, we want to do another crafter like here. Okay, drop there, pick up there. Alright, this guy's doing... you know, this is way messier than it should be. I'm just going to do this correctly. I don't know why I'm trying to be lazy about it, but... Okay, so first off, the easiest thing for us to do is just to go here and then here, and then do this. And then easier is this, and then this. Alright, there we go. Now we've consolidated all that. That's much better. So now, when I want to do red science, I just go like this. Okay. Actually, okay, so with red science, we're not actually using that much, so we could probably just do something like this. Yeah, we probably can. Okay, and then there we go. Now we want this guy to be this. Red science here. Okay, and then we want you to be that. Okay, there we go. So that's red science. Much easier that way. Okay, now green science, we're gonna need a bunch of stuff. So let us split off iron. Split off copper. Okay, split off tin. Okay. And then we need lead, and then circuits. Okay, so lead. Let's try to get lead out like this if we can. I'm not sure if we can. Okay. That's fine. Oh, we can. Just we'll take some weirdness. There we go. And then we want to get circuits out. So these guys are going to be going here. Okay, and we make these guys all that, I'm pretty sure. Yep, we can. Try to make this as uniform as possible. Alright, there we go. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Now we have all the things that we need for green science over here. Oh my gosh, I got tons of junk in my inventory though. Okay, there we go. Okay, and now, when we look at this, we can see that we can pretty much just consolidate these down into belts, but we don't need to do that, so let's not. Okay, so let's start at the end and go, or start at the beginning and go back. So the first thing we need to do is make copper wire and tin wire. So, yeah, let's go here. Yeah, because we need both copper and tin later, so. This can just be the scanted, because if I do copper wire here, and I do tinned wire here, it would be like this. Okay, and then that would mean tin would go something like that. Okay. Alright, we have tinned wire there, and the tinned wire goes into something with just iron. So that tells me we can do this. Yeah, so let's do this. Okay, there we go. And this guy is making, what is it? It's making these. Yes, there we go. Okay, so that's half of it done. So we get rid of that. We don't need tinned wire anymore. Okay, so next would be those. That chain. So let's go like this. This is going to make our wafers. Then our wafers need to be mixed with lead. Okay. So. Oh man. Okay. Actually. Go like that. Okay, I'm trying to remember, we don't need lead for anything else actually, so this can just be this instead. Okay, there we go. Now we have those wafers. And then lastly, we need copper with those. Or not lastly. Next, we need copper with those. Ah, but I've made an error. Okay. Let's see. I don't need that. I can move that to there. So that means we can pull this out. So this is the last place we need copper. Yes, it is. Cool. So that means that after I pull it out, we can do that. Now we have that going, and then we do that. Okay. And we're making these micro wafers. And then our last step is to do these micro wafers with 10 and then circuits. So now we need to just get our circuits here. Alright, let's see. The easiest way is going to be this. Bring this guy out here, and we should be able to run a red belt there, which we can. We do this. Okay, drop these guys back in there. And this guy should be making that right there. Okay, great. So now the real question is, am I able to fit this guy? No, I'm not. Okay, so I think we go here. Alright, we would go like this. Drop there, pick up there. This guy is green science. Okay, that's one part of it. And then the second part of it. So now we are making red and green science. So let's get these guys onto belts. And there we go. So that should be all of our red and green science done. Okay, cool. We still have this whole belt. Wonderful. Okay, let's get rid of that. Now let's move on to here. So, in that fashion that I was... let's actually make this yellow, just so that we have more coming through. Okay. So now let's move this down a little. So let's go here for these guys. There we go. So we've done that now. So we're going to do the same thing where we pull things out. Looks like brass, invar, steel. Both circuits, then that. Okay. So, alright, let's start here. Don't need iron or copper. We do need steel. So that comes out. We don't need tin, solder, lead, bronze, aluminum, silver, glass, or silicone, I believe. Oh, okay, but we do need bronze or brass. This is brass, sorry. Do you need brass? Then I think this is invar, which we need. Okay, so we have steel, invar, brass. Okay, we don't need gold or titanium. We do need circuits. Okay, and then we need green circuits, and that's it. Oh, and then carbon as well. That's right. Alright, cool. I'll skip all of the other stuff then. Whoops, and then no. This needs to be this, okay. That. Okay. There we go. Alright, and it looks like we need a bit of a restock. So, let's just go chill in the logistics zone for a little. Alright, let's just chill here. Then yeah, so this should be pretty easy. We are going to have waste product, which, if you remember, we've had to deal with this before. It just turns into iron and copper. So what we're going to do is just feed that back into some furnaces and then splice it into the belts up here using priority. So we're basically always going to use the waste byproduct before we use the stuff that we're producing with our sledge stack. Ooh, we are getting close on power, huh? Yeah, we're going to have to add some power, I think, eventually here. What's going on here? Did I, like... Oh, that's why. I see, this is all, gray belt, so there we go. Oh, it's gray belt up to there. Not that it matters, because it's a gray belt here, but, you know, whatever. I figure I'll do that. Okay. Okay, so we're having issues here. This guy's producing at speed. And because this guy's not having issues, that means I trust that my Helmut calculation told me the right amount. Because it only told me to make one of these, so I'm just going to assume that I'm making the right amount of circuits. Okay. So we've done that. Now, yes, military science, that's right. Okay. So let's start out. It looks like the first step is just carbon and these brown circuits. So let's do that. Carbon and brown circuits for these blue weapons testing circuit boards. Okay. So we've done that. Let's get a underground there. Okay, so from this guy, we then go here. Is that the only place we use green circuits? No, it's not. So we need to go like that then. Okay. Drop tile there. Oh, no. Oh, that won't happen once we've done that, though. Because it'll only pull the things that are actually needed for the recipe. Okay, wait. Actually, is that the only place we need brown circuits? Yes, it is. Okay, and this is the last place we... It's not the last place we need carbon, so we need this as well. Okay, so we have inserter here, picking up from there. We have inserter here, dropping off there. Okay, that's going there. This is going there. So now we just need the carbon. We'll have an inserter here going there. Okay, there we go. So now we're making these, and we have waste byproduct now. Okay. So this board will eventually go here. And actually, it seems like the logical next step, actually. It's just to set that guy up. So this guy will drop there, pick up there. Okay, this guy will be this. We'll do belts here. Inserters like that. Alright, let's power this. Okay, now this guy is producing fine. Great. Wonderful. Excellent. Okay. So now, we're going to do a belt along here for all of our waste byproducts. So, one there. Offset like that. Okay, whitelist here. And we're going to do waste byproduct. And this guy is going to be coppery waste byproduct. Okay, and then just put that on both of these guys. There we go. Okay, so now we're filtering out the waste byproduct. Okay. Next step is this guy, which is our brass and invar. So, just going to do a very similar thing like I did below. So this guy is brass and invar. Okay, and then this guy here is brass, steel, and invar. So okay, and after this we don't need any of these, so just going like this is fine. And we want to do drop there, pick up there. Okay. There we go. These guys both have product as well, so let's put this guy like this. Okay. Alright, and then let's do this here. Alrighty, and then there we go. Great. Then we need this as well here. These don't produce copper, no, they just produce normal waste, so just that means that we bring this over and we go like that. Okay, but we now have military science, but I want to just start dealing with this waste product. Okay, so I need now some of these. So let me grab just some materials for this. So I want to be able to make, I think, 4 of these. So 40 steel, 40 some brick, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I don't need that, and then we need 40 of this, I think, too. Okay, there we go. Cool. I have a few extra circuits, that's okay. So the reason I want to do filtering ones is so that we can actually set the recipe for these. And then we don't need to worry about doing, wait, what? Do they not have a recipe in here? Oh, that's right. You have to craft it first. So let's go like this and then this. Okay, that means furnace here, furnace here. Furnace here, furnace here. Okay. And yeah, this is... Okay, that's right. That is right. Okay, there we go. So, put these guys on like that, okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. So this will go through all of the copper. We'll do the same thing for iron here. There we go. There and there. Pick up. And then, oh no. Yeah, pick up. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, actually, we do this. Okay, and then we do this. Oh no. There we go. So now that that is all dealt with, we now can make military science. Okay, let's pull that guy out. Military science is gonna go out on a belt like this, probably. Doesn't really matter, we're kind of just deciding, so. That means we'll get blue science on this side. But yeah, there's military science. Okay. So now we gotta work on some things, actually. So we have to get fuel oil and naphtha here. Nitrogen is super easy for us to get, right? That's just splitting the air. But we do need to get 1.3 naphtha, 1.3 fuel oil, and then looking ahead, we're actually gonna need a lot more naphtha. So we need basically 10 naphtha. So let's look at our gases here. It's one of these guys, right? Yeah, here it is. So I think literally just doing this is enough for our needs. So if we have 10 naphtha there, we have 2.9 and 2.9. 1.3 is all we need there, and then 1.3 is all we need there. So if we can get this refining set up, then we're fine. Alright, we need this. Alright, that means you need multi-phase oil. Easiest way is getting it from here. Okay. So from here, then we need this, okay. And we need sulfuric wastewater, that's right. That's where this whole thing is slowed, huh? So I guess that's what we can use these for, right? Yeah. So we would do this. I think that's the easiest way. I'm not sure what else we would do. Right, we could do... oh, that's not... oh, how do we get ethanol? That's the real question then, right? We could do a whole lot of aquariums. No. But, yeah, I think the easiest way is to do this porous lime filter that we did over there. So I think what we're going to do is go copy that setup. If I remember, it produces quite a lot of the stuff, so. I think we used it for the raw gas previously. Yeah, that's what we used it for, it was here for the raw gas, huh? I don't remember what it's called, but we look at this whole process again. Yeah, that's right. I think it was for the... what did we use it all for? So this makes sulfuric wastewater. Great. And then, oh yeah, the acid gas, that's what we used it for. Okay, so this whole thing is what we want. Yeah, we want this whole thing here. Okay, well, nice of us to have this. Ah, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna zoom in. Ah, okay, there we go. Yeah, the exoskeleton is a little too fast when I'm like trying to get through these like tiny gaps on the speed up. But whenever we're just, you know, traversing open land like this, it's so nice to have that extra boost. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We do this like this. Are we good? Yeah, there we go. It's fine like that. Okay. Guess we're dropping that. Okay. So now, let's make sure. I don't need carbon for any of these, right? No, I don't. Okay. So, oh no, those specifically need charcoal though. I'm remembering. So, it's looking like I should bring charcoal up to here somehow. said, to here. Alright, here we go. Alright, still need to bring it over. So this does not make it the whole way, does it? No. So it makes it to there. At which point we would need to do another thing. Oh, but I forgot to do this, didn't I? Yes, I did. Amateur hour out here. And there we go. Okay, and there we go. That should be everything now. No, it needs power. That may be an important factor, is if it has power. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, and then it needs filters to start out, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay. Alright, well, okay, iron's here. Let's just grab a bunch of this. And then we're gonna make 400 filters. There we go. We'll make 400 filters. Okay. So then we have a bunch of sulfuric wastewater. We don't need the acid gas. So, contrary to how we did it before, the acid gas is what we don't want. Oh, I just realized something. Since you can get rid of lime this way, I think you could use, instead of having to do, what's it called? Instead of having to do, green algae for carbon dioxide farms, you could do, what's it called? You do this. Because this guy exhausts carbon dioxide. I didn't even think about that. Huh. Well, more you know. Acid gas is going away. Okay, and then we got sulfuric acid. Good stuff. The stuff that we actually want. Yeah, we gotta figure a way to get this out now. Alright. Oh, it's probably easiest just to go like this. Okay. So we've done that now. So looking in here, we need 2 algae farms. Don't know where the nearest ones to copy are. They're probably over here. So let's grab 2 algae farms. Like this. Alright, and we'll go like that. Okay, and we need carbon dioxide, which luckily for us, we have. So I need to change this up here to be an overflow valve. Then I need to steal this over here, and then hopefully this is enough. It's gotta be enough, right? It's gotta be. Alright, here we go. Okay, there we go, and then let's go blue and blue. Okay, there we go. So we have done that. Okay, so now we just do 1, 2. Easy enough. Into blue cellulose fiber. There we go. Alright, and then this will go into an oil and gas separator, and then an oil and gas separator, and then an oil refinery. So let's just request these guys. So let's get 2 of those. Oh, whoops, I don't have those versions, do I? I have the blue versions. Okay, 1 of those. And then we're also going to need some steam producers, so 1 of those and 1 of those. Okay. Oh, wait, we need hydrogen. Okay. Let's get a hydro plant, and then an electrolyzer. Okay, there we go. Yes. Okay. So then we need to deal with that, which means we need a steam cracker. Okay, steam cracker, we'll need 1 of those as well. Okay, there we go. Not bad at all. Oops, we need to do... There we go. Okay. Waiting for that last item. Good to go. All right, cool. We're good to go. All right, so from here, we're going into a oil and gas separator. All right, let's pull this guy out for steam. So there we go. Okay, and then from here, we're going into another oil and gas separator. Doing this, and we want crude oil going here. Or no, wait, we don't want crude oil. We want this guy going here. Okay. Both of these get recycled back. Okay, here we go. So this one is sulfuric wastewater, right? Yep, it is. Okay, cool. Man, okay. Maybe I should have pulled this guy out further. Okay, there we go. Connect that up. Okay, and then this guy is carbon dioxide. So we'll get this guy hooked up like that. And bada bing, bada boom. Alright. So we need to get 1 of these guys set up here. Steam. There we go. Let's scoot that over actually. Alright, there we go. And then water bore like that. And then boom. We've got steam now. Oh, down here we need to do this. Top-up valve. There we go. So that way it pulls from here first. Yeah, there we go. We're good to go. Alright. So now we have this guy going. And we're making all of those. Okay. So we have more sulfuric wastewater. Very nice. Let's get that guy added here. Okay, and then we don't need this raw gas. Actually, let's look into what raw gas is used for. Raw gas. Okay, so let's see. Acid gas, natural gas, liquids. Okay. Oh, so this is where we could get the methane we need. Or what do we need here? Methane, yeah. So we actually want to save this. So let's actually go back into Hell mod to here. Okay, so we want to make this raw gas into natural gas liquids. Okay, which gets turned into methane. So we want to do that whole chain actually. Okay, so let's see. We want 0 natural gas. So let's see, this we want to have 0 of, where is it? 0. Okay, never mind. So I guess we check how much that would become. So 5.2 would then become, let's see. So 5.2 divided by 100 times 80. Okay, so we want 0.416 of this. 0.416, okay. That means we have, oh, what, no. Why did it do that? We should have 0 raw gas. Oh, sorry, 4.16, not 0.16. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Oh no, this has gone up. Well, I guess this is just a guess on how much I need. So I need 1.3 methane. So 1.3 methane is how much... Okay, so 1.3 methane would be 2.6. So I actually only need 2.6 of this. Okay, wait. No, we're not fine. We're not fine. Why are we not fine? Well, this should be 0. Why is this not 0? Okay, something's happened here. I changed that to 0. I changed that to 0. Why is it doing that? Is it because of this? Oh, it's because of that. Okay, I'm stupid. Get rid of that guy entirely. Okay, and then from here we can work this out, so. We want to turn this guy into this. Yes. Okay, so then we need 1.3 methane, right? Now, it looks like it's achievable with what we have. Cool. So we'll just need another advanced gas refinery. Oh, well, we're not even using one of those, are we? So, yeah, we'll have to ask for one of those. So we'll get one of those guys. That's how we'll make this. Oh, let's just change this to 2 while we're at it. Yeah, let's get those guys, and then we'll be happy. Okay. Yeah, trying to think, planning ahead wise, what else we'll really need, but I think this is pretty much it. So, okay. So from here, we now have our crude oil, which we then put into the oil refinery along with some hydrogen. It looks like Yeah, so we go there. Connect that like that. Okay, and then this guy will get pulled over, and we'll have balanced gas refinery set up here. Okay, and we want to do this. Okay, and then we want, but we want to do this. Yes. Okay, and this guy is just going to be simply a flare sec, so we don't need the acid gas. So that should be making all the way up to here. The only one we need is methane. So let's see, is this methane? One way to find out. This one's methane. Okay. So that means these other ones get flare stacked. And we want methane's the only one we care about, so let's just pull this guy out. Alright, and this guy is going to get used in our purple science. Okay. Now we need to get the hydrogen set up there. And my plan for that is to do this guy here. Do this guy with purified water like this. Wait, what? Oh yeah, purified water like this. Get the hydrogen there. Okay. Then to the oxygen, connect that up. Now we need purified water, so we're gonna go here. Whoops. We're gonna go here. All right. Purified water is easy enough. There we go. Okay, and then we want clarifier like that. Get this guy powered. Okay, and then we want like 5 of these. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and that won't be producing slag, so it will just be that. And then we'll have these guys. Okay, and then lastly, we need a steam cracker here. Okay, we're gonna feed this in here. This is making residual gas. And now we need steam from up here, or from down here, sorry. Okay. Can't do that. So we can do this. Oh wait, what's the wrong thing? This needs to be this. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you can, what's it called? Vent residual gas. I'm not, like, positive on it, but I'm pretty sure. If we do this, then we're fine. Okay. Yeah, so we're just waiting on those to come in, and then everything should start producing. Yeah, everything should start producing. Once those guys are constructed, so let's speed up. Any second now. Oh, and then we need to convert our our mineral oil into lubricant. So let's see where that is. Oh, here it is. Is that the only recipe for it? If so, we don't want that, do we? Because that can't be the only recipe for it. Is that really what you do? I feel like I'm not producing enough residual gas for that. Huh. Maybe that is what's happening. I'm kind of curious how we did it down there, because we're making lubricant down there. Yeah, because I know we're making it down here. Our engines. Just curious how we're doing it down here. Oh, yeah, we are using residual gas. Ah, we're using the stuff from our plastic production to do it. I see. So we would need to steal that from the plastic production, which I don't think is hard to do. I think it is what we should do. So we have to go down here and get rid of these guys. Okay, there we go. We'll have that hooked up, and we'll get these guys going. We'll do something like this. Nope, it needs to be one lower, doesn't it? Yeah, so it needs to be like that. There we go, and then we want overflow valve like that, okay. There we go. So that's what we do for that, and now we can extract this guy out. Okay. I'm just kind of taking this guy through a maze right now, apparently. I can't go there, so let's see if we can go here. No, we can't. Oh, man. Okay. Where can I go, then? Maybe I can go one over, then. Okay, that I can do. Okay, well, up until here I can. Okay. First off, let's get rid of these because it's gonna bother me. Grab them. These guys are here. Okay, there we go. So now I have gotten to here. Let's do this. Alright, place that guy, and there we go. Okay, there we go. So now we have it here. And I would like to bring this over to here. Bring this guy up. Okay, there we go. So now we need a chemical plant. Man, okay, I should have thought this ahead and requested this while I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But I did not think ahead because I don't know. Got no excuse for this one. Just me being dumb. Yeah. Alright, we'll get this chemical plant so that we'll be ready to go. Okay, so this guy here, this chemical plant, it's going to be like this, and it's going to be here. Yeah? Okay, cool. So lubricant goes there. We'll connect this up here. It does concern me that this has not made anything yet. Oh, it has. It just instantly got put into there. Duh. Okay. So each one makes 10, so I actually think we have more than enough, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. In fact, I'm like so sure we have more than enough that I'm just gonna go like this now. Okay, there we go. So now we'll have mineral oil. Alright, and then I want to put each of these into tanks. So we'll go to there, to there, and then to there. Okay. Okay, and then we want to do, let's see. Okay. Whoops, I did this wrong. So I need to basically say, I need to make sure that any time that these guys are above the 80% that it's balancing it. Yeah, okay. So I was close enough, just not really. Okay. This is taking up too much space here. Okay, let's do this actually lower down. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh man, just for symmetry's sake, this guy needs to be here. Okay, there we go. Now each of these guys will have access here. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then anytime that they are over, we shall vent them. Okay, that's pretty good then. Okay, so we're having an issue with too much sulfuric acid. That shouldn't be the case ever, because there's no way this thing is actually making sulfuric acid, right? No, it's not. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so I guess what we do is this then. So, okay, we'll go here, and then here. And then we should never have issues. Wow, that made a lot already. Okay, well, let's see now. These guys should be filling up then. Yes, good stuff. Alright, they are filling up. Lubricant, fuel oil, naphtha oil. I did check that this was lubricant and not mineral oil, right? Because that would have been embarrassing. Yeah, okay, cool. So we've done that. So let's get rid of this. We're done. Okay. And then, yeah, we should be chilling. Should be chilling. Okay. And yeah, once we get too high, it should vent it out. But we have our gases now. That's good. Yeah. I think that is it on time. But yeah, a pretty cool episode. We got our military science, our green science, and our red science all done. And yeah, in the next episode, I'll be working on blue, pink, and purple. And then after that, we kind of got a researching spree until we connect all the remaining stuff up back to another set of like those warehouse. Well, actually, no, we won't even have to do the warehouse crafter system. Because after we do that research and get logistics systems, we're cooking. So, yeah. Yeah, and then we have more mixed store shenanigans we'll have to do. It looks like the stuff we need to get is tungsten, and tungsten's the only one. So maybe that's the only thing we need for yellow science then is tungsten that we don't have. Tungsten. Yeah, it looks like it's only tungsten as a new ore that we need to add, so. let's see, we'll need to do 120 plus 50, so we'll need to do 170's yellow cyan's worth of tungsten to get to the pure refining, but that's okay. All right, so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.